Kumvar twitching and groaning. Twitching meaning is moving his hands and legs, and groaning. Groaning meaning is crying. On his back was already getting heavier. His body weight was getting increased. Oh, for a rest for his aching muscles. Aching meaning is paining muscles. Uh, he wanted some rest. Sher Singh wanted some rest so that his muscles could relax, but it was too soon to rest. But it was so early, means he hadn't covered even the half distance. So it was too early to take the rest, means he couldn't take the rest. In the jungle lived the animals of the forest, because he knew that there were the many animals, wild animals were living in the jungle. The monkeys, the raucous peacock. Raucous meaning is loud and rowdy. Rowdy meaning is who was angry, means the peacocks which are getting angry. We can say tigers, panthers, bears and elephants. These all wild animals were living in the forest. Since the deer were now so poached meaning is hunted, even the deers which were living in the forest, they had been hunted. The beasts of prey were obliged to kill domestic animal for food. Even there were the hungry animal. Beasts of prey meaning is hungry wild animals which could kill the other animals to make them as their food. Even they can eat a human being also. They can kill human and use them as their food. Night fell and night had been started. The sight of the bear track in the dust made him glance round uneasily. Glance round meaning is to look around, and the sight, and when he saw that there were the bear's footprint on the dust on the sand, it made him to look here and there to check if there was any wild animal, or if there is any wild bear. He remembered a man whose face was torn, and even he remembered that once he had seen a man whose face was torn away, having been mauled by a bear. Mauled meaning is attacked, means he had seen a person whose face has been torn by the bear, and he quickened his step by thinking about that face of a person. He started moving fast. He had reached the cliff meaning is top of the hill above the riverbed, which is above the river, and he knew he could go no further without rest. But by reaching, or when he reached the cliff which is above the river, he knew that now it was difficult for him to move forward without taking rest, means he became very tired. He got his burden against a tree. Then he sat against the tree and pushed the band up off his forehead and removed the sling from his forehead over his straining hair, and he let, means by removing it from his forehead to from his hair, he let the cover down as gently as he could, and he lay down the cover on the sand on the ground. Oh, oh, cried Kunwar at a jerk, and when Sher Singh uh, made him lay, made Kunwar lay on the land, then Kunwar uh, gave a sound of cry. What can I do for you? Sobbed Sher Singh, and even Sher Singh was crying due to pain, and he asked from Kunwar that what he could do for him. But the child was delirious. Delirious meaning is speaking in a crazy way, means his words were not understandable, and answered gibberish. Gibberish meaning is which can't be understand, or he there was no any meaning whatever the Kunwar was speaking. Suddenly, all Sher Singh's muscles thrilled with piercing pain. Thrilled meaning is shiver, means when Sher Singh stretched his muscles, they gave him a great pain. His muscles shivered with great pain as they shrank back to their natural position. Means when because due to the pain, or when he had stretched and made his muscles relax, and when his muscles came back to their original natural position, then it gave him a great pain. He lay against the tree with his eyes shut, and by closing his eyes, he laid against the tree, recovering so that he could uh, remove his pain. It was then that he heard the jostle of elephant, and at that time he had listened. The jostle meaning is push in a rough way, means he listened the sound of elephants who were pushing each other in a rough manner. He could see the cows and the babies, and One great old tusker, tusker meaning is elephant, with the dark oily flow of must discharge meaning is thick sticky liquid on his cheek. What did he see? He saw that the cows, their babies, and the elephant, whose body was oily, and the thick liquid was coming out from his cheek. In that condition, he might chase and kill men. And the elephant was looking so angry that he could chase the person and kill men where normally he would not bother. In the normal condition, he would not think to kill anyone, but he was looking very angry, and it looks that he would kill a person who would come in front of him. Their ears flapped and their ears were moving and their tails swung. Even they were moving their tails when they were moving. They were so near he could smell elephant. Even by the smell, he could find that they are very near to Sher Singh. Here the sand crushed because as the elephant or the cows were moving, he could hear the crushing of the sand under their feet and the brush of rough hide one against the other. And as they were moving, then their bodies were rubbing with each other, their bodies were brushing with each other, and he could hear that sound. He could see the toss and hustle of, even he could see that how they were moving. He could see their great heads of he could see the heads of the animals, and even he could see their backbones in that night.